All right, thank you all for joining us. We are so excited to have you for today's webinar, the most efficient way to organize your schedule this summer. Before we begin, I do want to show you what your control panel will look like. So you'll be able to utilize this questions box at any time in the webinar if you have questions or technical difficulties. And you're also going to want to use this to participate in the Q&A at the very end of the webinar. For now, use it to let me know where you're watching from and if you've ever used UnitWise before or if you're currently using UnitWise. While you guys are getting those answers in, we're going to take just a moment and give a brief background of UnitWise for anyone who's not quite as familiar. My name is Christina. I'm the product manager with UnitWise, and it actually launched in 2009. UnitWise was created by a director to help other directors manage their businesses successfully. And we've been able to help thousands of directors and consultants around the world grow their businesses through customer feedback. Thank you everyone that responded. We always like to know who's in our audience. But we'll go ahead and get started. Now I want to introduce today's VIP host, Independent Sales Director, Tara Garrity. We are so excited to have Tara host today's webinar, and she actually has some awesome tips for you on preparing yourself and your business for seminars. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Hi, my name is Tara Garrity, and I am a sales director with Mary Kay, and I am so excited because guess what's coming up? In just a couple of weeks, we are all going to be getting ready to go to seminar. Now, I started my Mary Kay business in 1998, and I attended my first seminar in 1999. This is 2018. Guys, that's a lot of seminars. And my first seminar was really where I caught the vision of what Mary Kay could give me, but not only that, it was that I saw people that I related to. See, I was 20 years old when I started my business, and I didn't know anybody who was like me. And at seminar, I saw an 18-year-old earn her pink Cadillac. That just changed my view of this company. So thank goodness I made the decision to go to seminar. Now, often what we think is going to seminar is it. It's being there. It's the excitement. It's what happens at seminar. And that's actually not the case. Really, when we talk about investing in seminar and investing in you and finding the time and the money and handling everything you need to handle at home, your kids, maybe another job to be able to go into seminar, it's not so much what happens at seminar, but it's what happens at home in your business when you return from seminar. So we're going to talk about how do you set up your business for success so that you can really get the best return on that investment. Because seminar isn't an investment. It's an investment of time. It's an investment of resources. It's you're saying, I want to be where the winners are. I want to be where the people who are really making this happen. And we probably all have different reasons for wanting to go to seminar, particularly if this is your first seminar and you're just kind of going, I don't even know what this is really about, but people say to me, I have to go, I have to go. This might be your 15th seminar and you're like, I know what this is about, and maybe I'm going to get recognized, or maybe I'm going because I didn't have the greatest year and I need to be there to figure out what do I need to change this year. So let's talk about how to set up your business for success. It's not about just taking the week or two off between July 1st and when you leave to seminar to say, okay, I'm going to go to seminar, and when I get back, I'm going to hit the ground running. And there's a tendency in Mary Kay for us to do that. Also, if you're juggling a lot of other things, maybe you have another job that you're trying to get all this work done so that you can take time off, or maybe you're juggling kids and schedules and getting the house ready for you to be able to leave because somebody else is going to be watching your children. It's just as important that you prepare your business the same way you prepare all of those other things. Because here's what's going to happen. When you come home from seminar, again, based on your personality style will determine what you come home with and why you're so excited, but you're going to want to be able to hit the ground running. And this is what I've learned from all of my years at seminar. The years that I have proactively prepared my business for seminar, when I got home, I got a bigger return on that investment. the years that I just kind of really waited just to go to seminar and didn't proactively prepare, yes, I got something from seminar, but it wasn't the same impact in my business when I got home. Because when I got home, it took me a week or two to start to implement what I had learned and what I had got from that event before I actually was able to put it in my business. And really, a week or two later, some of that enthusiasm was gone, some of the excitement was gone. I had already settled back into some maybe poor habits or routines that weren't serving me. So what does that mean? Well, that means that when you get home from seminar, you want your date book full. When you go home from seminar, you are going to be so inspired. You know, maybe you're an I personality and just being at seminar, like it didn't even matter if you learned anything. You're like, I'm just ready to go home and work my business. Maybe you're an S or a C personality and you are going to go home with pages and pages of notes, things that you want to start to implement into your business, ideas that you're going to want to use, all of that stuff. Or maybe you're a D and you're like, all right, I got to get this done. I just saw too many winners for me not to be one of them. Or a combination of all of those things. You're going to want to hit the ground running. Often many of us feel like we don't even need the plane to get home. We're just so excited to hit the ground running. But if we haven't proactively prepared our business, we hit the ground and come to a dead stop. So proactively preparing your business means that when you get home, your parties are booked, that you can right away start to implement the tools, the ideas, the things that you got, the excitement and enthusiasm is fresh right then and there, that in 2 days, bam, you're holding that first appointment. So how do you do that? Well, there's a couple ways to prepare your business. Number one is you want to take a look at your date book for when you get back from seminar, okay? And you want to schedule that when you immediately get home, like off the plane, home with your kids. I know you're going to be excited. I know you're going to want to hit the ground running, but it's really important that if you're reconnecting with a family, if you're not going home by yourself, but you're reconnecting with family and children and a spouse or a significant other, that you literally say this time is for them because they have missed you while you've been gone. And they're going to be more supportive of us attending Mary Kay events if when we come home, we're there with them, okay? They weren't there, they just missed you. And so it's important that you go, okay, that first day or two, you're gonna do something maybe fun with your family, okay? Fun with your significant other, fun with your kids. But then it's time to start to put all of the stuff you got into action. And what's the best way to do that is to have that first skincare party booked, that second skincare party booked, that third skincare class party booked. So before you leave for seminar, I want you to take a look at the week or the 2 weeks before you go to seminar. And I want you to block out times in your date book, specific times, not just I'll get to it when I get to it. That never happens. But specific times that you're going to set up your book 10 for the 2 weeks that you return from seminar, that you're going to have 10 parties booked. This is the most important book 10 of the entire year. Trust me on this, okay? So if you have been in Mary Kay and you're seasoned and you've got customers, that might sound something like, hey, Susie, this is Tara. I'm so excited. I'm just about to leave for Dallas. I'm going to work with Mary Kay Corporate over the next couple of days, and I'm going to learn about all the new products and the research, and I'm going to have lots of ideas and tips and things that I'm going to be trying out when I get home, and I would love for you to be one of my first 10 practice parties when I get back so I can start to implement all the stuff that I'm going to be learning. And here's what's in it for you. Now, maybe you offer a special incentive, a special hostess program that's only for those first 10 parties. You might want to offer something like when you hold that party and you have 5 friends that are with you and you don't change the date on me, I will just give you a travel roll-up bag just for holding the party. And then with your hostess credit, you can fill it up. Maybe you offer a half-price brush set because you're going to do a makeup clinic. You know, every director has different ideas, so I'm going to encourage you to talk to your director about maybe an incentive that you could offer for those first 10 hostesses that's going to be a little bit extra than what she would normally get. Now, if you're calling current customers and they haven't tried the 3D set, then yes, that's what you're promoting. I'm going to Dallas, Texas. I'm learning all about this new state-of-the-art skincare that just launched. I'm going to be learning directly from the scientists. I'm going to get to find out from people who developed it. And when I get home, I'm going to be looking for women to give their opinion. And so I would love for you to be one of my opinions. Plus, I'm offering a little extra that I normally don't give during the year because you're one of my first 10 post-convention parties, okay? Now, if it's somebody that maybe you haven't booked, or it's a lead, or it's a warm lead, or it's somebody that you met at an event, so not a current customer, you're gonna basically use the same thing. You know, hey, Susie, this is Tara. I know maybe you know me, maybe you don't know me, we met at this event. I'm really excited. I'm actually be going to Dallas, Texas in a couple of days, and I'm going to be working with Mary Kay Corporate and with their leadership teams. And I'll be meeting with the scientists who create our products and kind of get an inside scoop. And when I get back, part of when I get back is to implement the ideas and the tips and things that I'm learning and my training. And I am doing some 10 practice, pamper sessions for when I get back, and I'm offering some extra goodies for those people who will help me out so I can put and implement and try out all of the new things that I'm learning. And I would love for you to be one of them. And here's what's in it for you. Okay, and letting her know. But really taking that time. And here's what I'm going to say. I wouldn't text. I would take the time to call. People want to hear your voice. They want a heart-to-heart connection. It's the enthusiasm. It's the excitement. I mean, think about it. How many people around the world go and they work with their corporate company? How many of their friends are selling a product on Facebook, but they've never actually been to where the product is created and manufactured? It's a big deal that you're going to seminar. It's a big deal that you're going to be at that expo and you're going to have face-to-face contact with people who create and develop our products. It's a big deal that you're going to be getting trained by people who've built multi-million-dollar businesses. I mean, think, how often do you get to sit in the real world? How often do you get to sit at the feet of people who have built multi-million-dollar businesses, right? This is why shows like Shark Tank are so big, because people crave that mentorship from people who have been there. And we have that mentorship in Mary Kay, and we don't need to give away a percentage of our 50% profit to get it. So this is huge. And when we're telling our customers, when we're telling those potential leads, it's important that we share how huge this is. And you're going to get lots of tips and ideas. So you want to prepare your business that when you get back, you have at least 10 parties on your date book scheduled for those first 2 weeks. Now, what does that mean? You're then going to say to her, girl, I want you to get all of the credit and none of the work. All I need you to do is in the next 24 hours, text me over a list of the people that you want to invite. And I would suggest that you invite maybe 15 to 20 so we can get about 5 there. You want to let her know in the beginning, not everybody's going to come. And you want her to give you her list, because then you're going to send out those text invitations. You can make a cute little JPEG, say, hey, Jessica, this is Tara. You don't know me, but Susie and I are doing a girls pamper session and you're on her invite list, and here's the invite. I hope you can make it. Because what you don't want is think, oh, I've got these 10 parties and they're going to book all their people. And when I get back, all of a sudden, all of this is going to be booked. And then you're like, how come everything's falling off, right? We want to be proactively preparing our business. Just a couple of other tips besides your book 10, which is going to be the most important thing that you can do to prepare for seminar. I mean, really, to me, that's more important than having that seminar gown. To me, that's more important than like if you forgot your underwear. It's the most important part of preparing for seminar because it's going to give you that return on your investment. It's what makes the difference. Now, other things you can do, you may or may not want to do a sale for your customers while you're at seminar. I'm not huge into sales, so I recommend that you talk to your director about that. Is she doing some kind of promotion or contest or something for her customers? That's really a personal choice. Other things that you want to do is if you have team members who are not going to seminar, you want to make sure to take their addresses with you and postcard stamps so that you can buy them a postcard from Dallas, from the convention center or your hotel, and write them a handwritten note and let them know how much you would love for them to be with you next year and for them to start preparing now to come to seminar. Of course, you want to maybe let people know my Facebook's going to be blowing up the next couple of days. I am so excited. I am heading to Dallas, Texas. You want to use this opportunity for your business to kind of create some intrigue and get people excited about what you're doing and why you're one of the top people in your company because you're taking the time to go to the corporate headquarters. All right, you may want to send out an email to your customers and say, hey guys, I'm heading to corporate. I'm going to be working with the top leaders in Mary Kay. I'm going to be working with our CEO and learning from them. And while I'm gone, if you're going to need anything in the next 2 weeks before I leave, please let me know so I can pop it in the mail for you or drop it off for you. I mean, imagine having $1,000 week just before you go with people saying, hey, I'm going to need this in the next 2 weeks. What kind of extra cash could that do for your seminar trip? So it's not enough to just book seminar. I'm so excited you did. But now it's how do I prepare my business for the most success? That when you come back from seminar, this next seminar year is your biggest, baddest, best seminar that you ever had. That this time next year when you're leaving for seminar, you're being celebrated bigger than you could ever imagine. And it's gonna all start because you took the time to prepare before you left this year for the 2 weeks for when you get back. I can't wait to see you in Dallas and celebrate with you. Bye.
All right, we just want to thank Tara so much for being today's VIP host and sharing all of that valuable information. I know that all of you watching are going to benefit from her expertise at this seminar this year. And now that you know how to prepare your business for seminar, let's take a look at some exclusive bonus content to help you keep your business schedule organized. We're going to look at trip and event details, packing needs, business tasks, and family responsibilities. So to get started, we are going to go into our UnitWise account. For anyone who's not as familiar, this is the dashboard to our Director Complete plan. It does have access to all of our features. And the first feature we're going to look at is our activities calendar. So we're just going to choose activities in the top menu and then calendar in the below menu. Once here, you can see we are automatically on June, so we are going to use our arrow icons to move over to July. And we will be entering our seminar date. For today's example, we'll be using the Ruby seminar dates, but of course you can customize these to meet whichever seminar group dates you have. And we are going to create this as a task since it does not have any connection to any of our customers. We'll also add the date that we plan to leave for seminar. And the date we plan to return. Adding these dates allows you to keep a clear view of your schedule, and it'll also allow your assistant to remember the dates of your trip. If you're flying, you can even go so far as to enter the dates and times of your flights. If you have luncheons to attend, or if you want to enter your full seminar schedule, this can also be done to prevent you from overbooking and your plans from overlapping. You also have the capability to link your UnitWise and your Google calendars beforehand, allowing you to see every event in both. Personally, I love making lists and preparing for trips, so you may even want to enter details such as the dates that you need to pack for seminar. And since you can add an attachment to your task, you can add the image of your packing list so that you have a reference when you're packing up to come home of everything you brought. This is going to help you ensure that nothing is left behind at the hotel. So once you've alerted your customers that you will be out of town for a few days, you are definitely going to get some last-minute orders. Enter any deliveries or shipments that need to be made. For example, we may have product that needs to be shipped for a customer the day before we plan to leave for seminar. We are going to add this as an appointment and edit our details so that we can link the customer that this product is to this event. Next, you'll add yourself or your assistant as an invitee and schedule an email reminder minutes, hours, days, or weeks in advance allowing you to rest easy knowing that nothing is forgotten. You can even color code specific events that you'd like yourself or your assistant to pay attention to, and select your purpose. Then simply save your event. And of course, while you're booking your first 10 after seminar parties, add them, their hostesses, and invitees to your calendar too, so that you can come back ready to hit the ground running. We'll make this event our party, add our hostess, and any invitees that we already have planned. You can always edit your events at a later date as invitees do respond and confirm that they'll be attending. And it's that simple. You can be as detailed or as minimal as you'd like with scheduling out your seminar plans as long as you schedule them. Being organized is going to help you make sure that you can have your best seminar year yet. At this point, we'll go ahead and move into our Q&A. So as I mentioned at the beginning, you do have your questions box on your control panel. Go ahead and type in those questions here, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. We're actually going to go back over into our UnitWise account so that I can show you exactly where the answers to your questions are. Okay, so it looks like Anna would like to know if she can add her family events, and that's a great question. I know Tara did talk about sort of preparing yourself and your home before you go into seminar, and you can definitely add those events as well. You would go back to activities and calendar. We'll go back over to July, and to add an event for your family, maybe your child has a dentist appointment while you're gone. Simply title your event, verify the dates, and then you can even choose the time. So we'll say maybe his appointment is at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We'll enter the location, a description if you'd like, and you can even add an invitee. So if you have maybe a neighbor or a spouse that's going to be taking him to this dentist appointment, you can add them as your invitee, set up your reminder, and be sure that even though you're off in Dallas, your son will be able to attend his dentist appointment. The most important thing when entering an appointment, family time, is actually entering family time. This will allow you to color code this item specifically and also change your priority. When you're ready, save your event, and now you know that your family time is taken care of. Marie would like to know if there's a way for her assistant to view only business-related information if she's entering family-related events too, and that's a great question. So you'll see on the right we have these filter options. So you will be able to uncheck family time, and you can see now the dentist appointment has been removed. You can customize this filter for your needs. So if you want to view only calls or only parties, you can select only those options or a combination thereof. Julia would like to know if she can add her assistant or her spouse even to link them to events without creating them as customers. And that's a great question. You absolutely can. You'll go to Customers, Customer Centers, and add new, just like you would for a new customer, only you're going to choose Contact. This will allow you to enter all of the necessary information and link them to events without actually having them listed as a customer in your account. Julia would like to know if you can permanently color code an event, and that's another really great question. Thank you guys for being so active. You definitely can. We'll go to Preferences, and you're going to go to General. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see color codes. So if you want to change the color of your appointment, just click on the color block, update that color, and save your preference. All right, now it does look like the questions are starting to slow down, so we will go ahead and go back over. I just want to thank you all so much for joining me today. We are so grateful to have had you here, and I know that everyone is going to benefit from Tara's amazing advice. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms so that you never miss out on any of the upcoming learning opportunities and events that we have to offer. And if you have any more questions, you're welcome to contact us at UnitWise.com or email us at heroes@unitwise.com. Thank you.